Hi there, I'm banner artist Natalie Lombard, and today I'll show you how to use energy lines to design your banner. My whole mission is to lead the worshiper to a visceral experience of God, gut level, authentic, and personal. I start with input about the banner from the pastor or the commissioning committee. There was a church that wanted an Advent banner. Advent is the season leading up to Christmas. It's also the season of expectancy, of the coming of Christ's light into our dark world. The church wanted 3 items on the banner: a rose, the name Emmanuel, and the theme of darkness to light. The main feature of the sanctuary was a towering white wall, rising among numerous rafters and row upon row of square windows. Such a huge wall required a huge banner in pleasing proportion to the wall. Against this massive wall, I sensed the rose needed to seem alive in some way. How to do this? I had no idea when I started. Praying through all the input, I asked the Lord for the dynamic thrust for this banner. At this beginning stage of design, my sketches are rough and not even to scale. I'm only interested in finding the energy lines. So I explored straight lines and rippling lines bursting out of the rose. I chose the diagonal because it is the most interesting direction of thrust. Then I placed those same diagonals within the basic shape of the tower. The energy of the lines seemed intensified by the cutaway squares that defined the tower. To further this intensity and to unify the wall and the banner, I made the banner itself square. Next, I explored the rose, how to make it seem to open and expand. I explored the rose stem, its thorns, its darkness next to the bright colors of the rose. Gradually, the elements became more defined. The circular window near the top of the wall is a minimalist version of the rose windows of the cathedrals of Europe. I wanted to echo the tradition of stained glass in those rose windows by my fabric treatment of the rose in the banner. The rose was to shine with increasing light, sparkling off the various reflective surfaces of satins, nylon shears, and iridescent fabrics in the petals. As the design developed, the diagonal lines in the original sketch became more purposeful, the diagonal thrust starting with the dark stem, becoming radiant lines emerging from the rose in a huge half circle, pointing upright, which is often considered the direction of longing, aspiration, hope. The original energy lines drove the dynamic that eventually united all the elements. Did this banner lead worshipers to a visceral experience of God? People told me they had a visceral experience of how a simple, static Christian symbol can be designed to seem alive and enlivening to their souls. In my book, Splendor in Worship, you'll find many examples of designing with energy lines. Let me know how you like working with them, and I'd love to see photos of your banners. Remember, Splendor in Worship is available only at my website. And please, I don't want you to miss out on your own copy of this limited edition. So pick up your copy soon and start looking for energy lines.